Well, the state of Maryland announces 630 new coronavirus cases. That brings the state to more than 107,000 positive cases since the pandemic began. Less than 400 people are in the hospital with the virus, but 106 people are being treated in an intensive care unit. More than 3,600 people have died. Well, Governor Hogan announced all public school systems could reopen for the fall, and now county leaders are weighing in on the big announcement. Montgomery County is defending its decision to open schools virtually after the governor's announcement. County executives Mark Ehrlich and the county council released a statement yesterday saying they are dismayed and perplexed that Hogan made the announcement just days before students return to school, and that they have been proactive and deliberate in their approach in creating and maintaining a safe and healthy environment in schools. Montgomery County operates the state's largest school system with 165,000 students. Well, the U.S. is rapidly closing in on 6 million COVID infections, and there have been more than 182,000 deaths. Still, some states are easing restrictions. Danya Backus reports for WJZ with the latest.
California is one of the worst hit states with more than 680,000 coronavirus cases. Now Governor Gavin Newsom is implementing a new cautious plan to get the economy going again.
We're going to be more stubborn this time.
Some businesses will operate only if they meet strict guidelines.
We are ecstatic beyond words.
Hair salon owner Karen Levitt could be back in business as soon as Monday.
It's going to mean the difference between selling everything we have to be able to keep afloat or actually coming to work and making some money.
The University of Notre Dame is also trying again. The school will welcome back students for in-person learning next week after shutting down because of an outbreak. Spreading infections at colleges and universities across the nation are still a concern. Arizona State University says its COVID-19 cases nearly tripled in a matter of days. Meanwhile, across the country, people are trying to adjust to a new normal. At this high school football game in Texas, the stadium is capped at 25% capacity and fans are wearing masks.
The only thing that's different is this, and then everything else is still the same. And if we just have to wear this to watch football, we don't care. We'll wear it.
About 200 protesters gathered in Paris to protest the country's COVID-19 mandates. They chanted things like "No health dictatorship" and "Let our children breathe." Paris made masks mandatory in all public places on Friday. The same day, France had around 7,300 new cases, the most since the lockdown began. Well, a state in Brazil could distribute a vaccine for COVID-19 as early as December. This, according to the governor of Sao Paulo, says the state will use China's Sinovac vaccine. It's in advanced stages, but still needs to finish clinical trials and get regulatory approval. The move breaks ranks with the rest of Brazil. The governor has long been a critic of how the country has handled the pandemic. Well, the West Annapolis Pop-Up Pantry was started by two moms looking to help families through the pandemic. And this weekend, they received a huge donation that should help them keep going through the holidays. Here's more on who stepped up to help and what it means for this organization. 40,000 pounds of chicken.
It's amazing. It's wonderful.
Donated to the West Annapolis Pop-Up Pantry to help feed nearly 600 families struggling during the pandemic.
It's feeding so many families, and we'll be able to feed them potentially through the end of the year with this food.
It's a shipment sent to Annapolis by the Maryland-based company Purdue Farms.
It really resonated with us as a food company. We have the resources to help, and we really wanted to step up and give them a hand and help feed families and folks that may be struggling in the area.
The pop-up pantry was founded by Diana Love and Amy Marshall, who started by helping the family of one man who lost his life to COVID-19.
And through that family, we learned of others, and we learned that an entire community was at risk. And we thought that we could help, and so we started doing it. One family, one meal, one jug of milk and loaf of bread at a time.
While the donation from Purdue will help feed hundreds, if not thousands of families, the smaller donations from individuals have also made an impact in helping the community.
We have moms who have set aside a portion of their weekly grocery budget to provide to the pantry.
The West Annapolis Pop-Up Pantry is now looking at ways to help feed children as they head back to school.
I think our whole effort has been wrap your arms around the people who need it most and carry them in your hands while they need it. And so if it's children that need breakfast and lunch, we'll figure it out.